Hey everybody, recently you may have gotten an email off of us or seen a link on our Facebook, Twitter or Instagram page about a customer satisfaction survey. I wanted to go through the results with you here today. So, the survey responders, this is a breakdown of the types of members or people that have emailed and responded, with 58% of our annual members to respond. Personally, I would have liked if that was a bit higher because the questions we asked in this are designed in such a way to give us a direction in certain aspects of the golf course or the clubhouse. So I would ask more annual members to respond to the next survey. We 39% of green fee societies, and we also have 3% direct debits of the total responders to that survey. So clubhouse facilities, we've done star ratings for all this. This is a cumulative score as well, so it's the average of all the answers. Some of the answers were questions where you got to give your own opinion, and others were ratings. So for clubhouse facilities, we got a 4.2 out of 5, which is fairly good considering it's quite a small clubhouse. On top of that, we got 3.1 for clubhouse cleanliness, and we got 4.7 for golf shop stock, snacks and drinks. Now, out of these three questions, we've already made some changes. So, clubhouse cleanliness, we've painted nearly the entire downstairs. We had a volunteer day today. I want to say thanks very much to the men and the women who came up and helped us on the day with some painting. So the whole clubhouse has been painted. If you've been following us on Facebook or Instagram, you'd have seen that. Clubhouse cleanliness, again, part of the painting of the clubhouse was to do with tidying the place up. We've also restocked the golf shop, which ties into the next question. So the golf shop has been changed. We've changed the counter. We've painted the downstairs stairs of the clubhouse, and we're probably going to do the upstairs the next couple of weeks. Self-branded apparel. In all honesty, this is where I should have made the question a little bit better and more detailed. I meant Mac Golf apparel, such as hats, gloves and things like that. And I think that most responders actually want Rathbane club gear. So we got a 3.1 on this of how likely would you be to buy self-branded apparel. I've had several people message us privately or comment on Facebook and say that they would like the apparel but they want the Mac Golf club gear. So I've spoken to the club and we're in the middle of negotiating a way of bringing Mac Golf and Rathbane Golf Club together in custom teamwear. We're looking at the likes of O'Neill's and things like that, but we're gonna actually put a complete new set of gear together, and we're hoping to be able to amalgamate the men and the women's club together in one unified colour, but we'll see how that goes. With regards to clubhouse developments, this is the first question where we're asked to actually give your opinion or have a thought. The purpose behind asking that was a brainstorm, and I wanted to get several people's opinions or several different opinions and pull them together. There was a lot. There was over 100 people who responded to this survey, and there was a lot of answers, but the top two were upgrading the locker rooms and the showers, and that was both for the men and the ladies. And the second thing was some type of hot food or sandwiches. So with regards to the first one, there was planning permission previously approved for a full extension to the clubhouse. So we're going to look into that, see can we revive it and see can we go for sports capital grant later this year. They're usually issued in November. And with hot food, we are going to speak, we have catering options already for societies and things like that, but we're going to look at a more strategic way of doing things, maybe getting sandwiches on a Thursday and a Saturday, and maybe a Tuesday or whatever, but that's something that we're going to work on. The overall condition of the course of last year, we had a 3.5 out of 5. We were fairly happy with that, but we need to make it better, and that's key and critical. Greens on average over the last year was 4.1 out of 5. I thought that was very good. I think that rating is 4.1 because of consistency over the year, which is very important to us, is the consistency of everything for the golf course. Our next question, which we already knew this answer by the way, but there's no point guessing. We want to take the guesswork out of it, and we really want to know exactly what our customers want. So where do you think that our key focus should be on the golf course? An overwhelming 61% said greens, 18% said tees, 15% said fairways, and then the rest were a mixture of high rough trees and hedges. But greens is where the priority has to be, and then tees and fairways. So they're kind of the three key things that we want to focus on for the next year. Improving next year on the course. Again, this is another box where we asked people their opinions, and the main thing that came back, there was a lot. There was literally a suggestion about one tree on one hole and doing such and such with it and all of that. The main thing that I've pulled from all that is an improvement in overall consistency. So as opposed to coming up and the course really good for 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks and then it kind of drops down a little bit. So if we're working on the consistency point of things, how likely would you be to recommend Rathbane Golf course to a friend for membership, for green fee, whatever? We got a 3.5 out of 5. Again, it's a good score, but we need to get that up to 4.5 or 5. And we can see why before this survey was taken on, things like the pro shop hadn't been touched. We have a brand new coffee machine down there, we have a lot of stock, and also if you do want any stock, make sure that you get in touch with us and let us know what you want, because it's very easy for us to order stuff in, or if you get a general idea. Same with the clubs and competitions. One thing I've asked is that they might buy a couple of the prizes off of us, but we are also working on a new EPOS till system. So we're getting rid of our old till, we're going to put in a new till, and that till will be able to barcode gift cards. So what we have asked the club is there a possibility of the club giving out Mac Golf vouchers, which can be put towards your membership next year. So if you won 5 competitions at 50 quid for the year, you've got a gift card worth €250 at the end of the year, and that can be put off of your membership. So it would really benefit a lot of people. So the last few questions were specific to the Mac Golf brand and Mac Trading, which is the mother company. How likely to recommend Mac Golf would you be to another facility, such as another golf course or football pitch or anything at all? Basically amenity management. We are an amenity management company at the end of the day, specialised in golf courses and golf course management. We got a 3.7 out of 5, which I thought was fairly good. Again, we need to get that up. I want every single thing to come up 1 if we can. So we were happy with that. The performance of Mac Golf over the last 3 years, 55% said that we were improved or significantly improved. I am fairly happy with that. There's a lot of history to the place, and a lot of people know what it was like for the last couple of years, but 55% of people have seen a significant improvement or an improvement over the last 3 years, and 27% of people were neutral on that. So again, that's not too bad. A couple of people detracted, but that's their opinion, they're entitled to it. Has there been an improvement in the course in the last year? I was extremely happy that people can see the amount of hard work that's gone in. 88% of people said yes, that they can see an improvement, and even a better one for me was 87% of people feel that they are getting value for money, and that's key and critical to it. A lot of golf clubs are charging a lot of money. When you actually divide that down by how many rounds of golf you play in a year, how much is a round of golf costing you? If you were paying €1,000 in a club and you only get 20 rounds in the year, that's €50 worth of green, €50 a green fee. So it's key and critical that there's good value for money for us at Mac Golf, and that we give you the best value that you can possibly get. I want to thank everyone for answering this survey. It really does help. There's a couple of guys on it that gave some really, really good thoughts, and a couple of ladies as well that had very specific things. I can act on them, but what I want to do is bring the overall majority together to have an actual answer and a definite direction for what we want to do. It's very important that we do these things. We're going to probably do them every 2 or 3 months, and I'd ask you all to fill them out. Honestly, whatever you want to say, that's absolutely fine. I'm the only one who can see it, and it's completely anonymous. I'll then correlate everything, and I will present them in the video. One other point I wanted to make was I wanted to thank my staff. The staff up here work extremely hard, and over the years we've had people say X, Y, and Z, that the staff aren't doing this and staff aren't doing that, whatever. One thing I wanted to say was that every single member of staff here, I appreciate everything that they do. They work very hard, and a lot of people have worked here a long time. We all know them, and I wanted to really, really thank them. There's a savage amount of work that goes into, specifically in the golf course, but also in the clubhouse. Out in the golf course, cold, wet, rain, we're usually out working it, or we're working on something, and there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. But I really want to thank all of the staff across the board, because there's a savage amount of work that goes into it. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our YouTube channel, where we'll be putting up videos and doing our best to make improvements to Limerick's golf course, Rathbane Golf Course.